Good morning. In fact, if you look at the Asian markets, Asian stocks opened higher on Tuesday, tracking a US equity rebound as the prospect of a very gradual policy tightening tempers some of the concern about the recent Federal Reserve's hawkish tilt. Bitcoin sank after China intensified its cryptocurrency clampdown. Australian markets were up 1.25%, while Kospi was up a good 0.5%. Nikkei was up nearly around 2.4% in trade. Speaking about the US markets, well, US Wall Street rallied on Monday as investors piled into energy and other sectors expected to outperform as the economy rebounds from the pandemic. Small cap Russell 2000 and the Dow Jones Transports Average, considered a barometer of economic health, both jumped about 2% each. The Treasury yield curve flattened last week, hitting banks and sending a signal of a potential economic slowdown. This flattening reversed some bit on Monday as long-term rates rose even as short-term rates remained firmly anchored. In fact, the yield of the 10-year Treasuries advanced 5 bips to 1.49%. Moderna Inc rallied 4.5% after reports said the drug maker is adding 2 new production lines at COVID-19 vaccine manufacturing plant in a bid to prepare for making more booster shots. Dow was up 1.7% at 33,876, while the S&P was up 1.4%. NASDAQ was up a good 0.8% in trade. Speaking about the European markets, well, European stocks rose on Monday, led by growth export sectors, as encouraging comments from the central bank head boosted optimism over a speedy economic recovery this year. Automobile and chemical stocks were the top gaining sectors. Stock 600 extended gains after the ECB head said eurozone economic growth could rebound quicker than expected as consumers begin spending again, and also reiterated that the ECB would maintain its accommodative policy. DAX was up 1%, while CAC was up 0.5%. FTSE was up a good 0.6% in trade. WTI crude rose 2.7% to $73.5 a barrel. Oil jumped the most in 4 weeks amid signs of a rapidly tightening US market amid reducing stockpiles. And in fact, if you look at the gold futures, that has risen 0.8% to $1783 an ounce. And if you look at the dollar index, well, the dollar index has rallied significantly. It reached the 92 levels on the back of US Fed policy last week.